Hey y'all, this is Eric and Rebecca, and our channel is called
Becoming Bladesmith.
We have just started a new channel here on TikTok and Instagram, and we invite y'all to follow along. And we are pretty new at this. This is our second attempt at making what's called Micarta. Micarta, which is our knife handles, the handles that where you hold the knife. So we're making it homemade, and Rebecca's going to tell y'all kind of how we're doing it.
All right, so this time, our first attempt was with material. You can use any porous material. So you can use paper of any kind. You can use simply construction paper. You can use, I wouldn't use notebook paper, but you can. Any material, so old shirts. You can make it out of old shirts, cut them up, make strips. The possibilities are endless. So today we are using cardstock, and so we have some color combinations here that we've picked out. We're gonna make them like this in flat little squares, and as you see, we have all these different colors. So once they're made, and of course you cut them and add them to your knife, whenever you smooth it down, these colors are gonna come out, and it's gonna have just a nice.
So we have two parts.
Yep.
Rebecca's going to tell y'all kind of what those parts are.
You can use any kind of resin. These are easy, so that's why I like them. But they harden as hard as a rock. But these are 1-to-1 ratio. So you need to make sure you have your A and you have your B, and you want to do the exact same amount for each one, or else it's not going to harden properly. And then you're going to end up with something that's not going to work for your knife.
Yep, and then once it's all set, I think it takes 24 hours
24
to
hours.
be ready to actually use. So anyways, follow along, and we'll kind of keep videoing as we go along the steps here. Rebecca just poured, I guess what is that called? The A.
Just the epoxy.
Which is the epoxy, and then we have the hardener. So that's the resin.
This is a good one because it's UV resistant. There's certain ones that are more just for crafts. This one can be used for more than just crafts. But I do a lot of crafts as well, and I'll use different epoxy for crafts just because it's a little easier to work with. But this one's a little more heavy duty.
She's beautiful.
You're biased.
I'm honestly biased.
All right, we're gonna move yours. I gotta mix this for a few minutes, but we're gonna move yours out of the way for now because I want to start with the easier one. This.
Yep, so she's doing these colors, and I'm just gonna kind of record her as she does it. But the cool thing is when it gets put on the knife and then you start to sand it, you know, you won't see just the top layer. You'll see like basically almost all these colors.
And it depends on how you sand it.
Yep.
If you put grooves in it,
yep,
to get more grip, more of a secure grip or some kind of texture on your blade, you'll see it even different. It all depends on how you sand it.
So I wanted to show y'all an example of what micarta is. So this is, I mean, you can do all kinds of stuff with it.
Don't know what that one's made out of.
Yeah, so this has got some kind of metal like honeycomb pattern, which I just made this into a knife. It's actually hardening right now with the epoxy. But this is just resin. So basically this stuff right here, the stuff that she's wiping on, and this is a metal. Looks kind of fossil-like to me. But this is the end result. So this is likely probably black and a limeish green color that's just been layered, just like what she's doing right there.
Yeah, maybe it's cardstock.
Yep, likely cardstock. It kind of looks, if
material. You can use burlap.
You can see, yeah, you can pretty much use any kind of material. You can kind of see the layers right here, the black, the green, the black and green, just like that. And you can see once you sand it, you can see the different layers. So this is kind of how it turns out. So again, this is our second attempt, and I think we can only just get better. It's a beautiful day here in Georgia. We're actually smoking some ribs. Okay.
Okay. So we've got it all layered. I want it to be as straight as possible. I can pick it up. It's really messy. If you guys have kids that are old enough to do this kind of thing, this is a great way. Moms and dads, if you enjoy doing this kind of thing, get your kids involved in your hobby with you. Super easy to do. They can make the micarta. You can make the knives. You got a little family team going on there. All right, so you can see this is super, I've just layered them all. Everything is dredged really, really good with the epoxy. Okay, now we're gonna wrap this like a present, like a package in the wax paper, okay? So I've already got it out. This is like
a present.
You can wear gloves too, which we don't have any gloves right now, but that probably would be a good idea.
We do have gloves, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't realize. But this helps. You can make it stay in a nice square. You want to really pull this, keep everything together. But the great thing is it doesn't even have to be even, because you're going to use your bandsaw and cut it when it's hard, and cut it into 2 pieces so that you can use for your knife. But the wax paper helps, as you can see, to keep it all nice and tight. So you have to press this. This has to stay pressed really, really hard together for 24 hours. If you have clamps, you can put 2 pieces of wood, clamp it together. We are using tile because that's what we have, tile and bricks. So we have 2 pieces of tile we'll do over here. If I don't kill myself.
Don't do that.
Yeah. All right, now I learned from the first time I want to put a sheet of wax paper here because the epoxy, as it presses, it is going to squeeze out. So then it's going to get stuck to the tile. And as you can see, this one got stuck to the tile. But I learned from the first time. So I'm not going to totally put the bricks on top of this. I'm just going to set this for right now while we work on the other square, because we're going to put both squares underneath this. But then we're gonna put bricks on top of this so that for 24 hours, so it stays completely weighted down, okay? So now we'll work on the other square. Don't really know what we're doing.
Yep, so this,
but we're gonna try it and we think it's gonna look cool.
I wanted to do the black and the copper because I saw that they were selling for $120 on Amazon.
Crazy.
And I figured, why not try to make my own? Maybe I could sell it for half the price.
Yep.
Looks super easy.
Okay, so we want both of these sides coated really, really good. Okay, so we're gonna just layer this copper like so. I'm gonna add a little bit here to make it lay flat. And let me start on my edges so the edges are even. Alright, there we go. There's that. And then we'll get 2 more in here, spaced in between. And this was just copper that you got on a roll, right?
Yep.
And we just cut it from the roll.
Yep.
All right. The thing is, we want this to be on the outside. Ah! Don't want that in there. It's a windy day, so this is good to do outside. You want to do this where you have good ventilation. But unfortunately, the windy day makes other things fly into our stuff that we don't want in our stuff. Okay. So I'm going to flip this over because this is going to be each outside thing. So when it's done and we open it up, and the other side's going to be the same way. Okay, so now we can start layering these other layers. And then we'll end with the same thing on the other side.